Hello and welcome. It's December and another graphic novel review by me, Andrew Ace. You can find me online at UYS999. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, the whole shebang. So, this week I got some really exciting books, and I'm going to start it all off with an older graphic novel, but one that most of you might recognize, or at least the movie, the anime, Akira, or Akira. I've been trying to pronounce it every different way, mostly because when you watch the movie and the different characters that shout it, and it's just an awesome name. It is, of course, an awesome story. One person that when I was a wee young thing, back in the 80s, and having just watched Robotech, was discovering Japanimation, and of course read in a magazine all about Akira, went off to my local video store that actually had it, and you know, I was reading it came out I think in 88, so that's the movie. The comic book started in 83, and certainly I would say by 1990, the tender age of 11, I was all, ooh, Akira. Now, I might have a few of my dates mixed up. I am thinking, like I said, back, almost 2 decades or so. And this, though, is the first time I've actually read the graphic novel. I've read the comic book. It was originally produced, of course, as manga, and in a way, led a lot of, at least in, North American market, the breaking in of manga and of, well, Japanimation, of anime. Keep in mind this was the late 80s, the early 90s, and Akira is cast forth actually into the future of, 2031. That's the movie. I just watched the intro again last night. Love those taiko drums. And that just so as to push forward a few of the dates from the comic book, obviously, because there's a 5-year, I think, difference, give or take, from when this was started and the anime. Anyway, the graphic novel is not the same as the movie, but it is, the movie was written and directed by the writer, by the creator, by the artist. I'm gonna totally butcher his name, so I do apologize. Even my English language skills are pretty brutal. Katsuhiro Otomo? If someone might want to correct me on that, I'd be happy. And what I did notice, though, was that the creator had blended a number of the early scenes, heightened one particular aspect of each of those scenes, and that is what being transferred over to the anime. So it's almost like the best hits from the comic book, but in a way creating a slightly different story. That, of course, meant, though, as I was reading this, I desperately want to find out what happens next, because I don't actually know, even having seen the anime. This is volume 1. There's 5 more out there, and I am definitely on the hunt. So that's Akira. This is the Dark Horse Barnes & Noble edition. There are other ones out there, and I can't recommend it enough. All right, moving on. Next up, we have Thor, and this is Thor, God of Thunder, The Last Days of Midgard, and this is the end of Jason Aaron's, Esad Ribic's run. They've already relaunched the title sort of twice, maybe even thrice now. There was the female God of Thunder that came out right after this. Then they did Thor's, the tie-in with Secret Wars, and I believe Thor is relaunching again with the traditional Thor as Odin's son. I don't want to ruin who is the new Thor, though that has been revealed. And I believe Jason Aaron is still writing, though I'm not sure who the new artist is. This, though, like I said, ended that last big run that I was a huge fan of, Thor, God of Thunder. And as you well know, I'm a massive fan of Esad Ribic, along with everything that Jason Aaron writes. Some art from the book. This graphic novel does collect, like I said, the end issues, and as such, there are a few other artists that contribute, and it also, issues number 19 through 25. And there's just some beautiful, beautiful art from Esad Ribic in this. It's a great conclusion to his previous run, but also it really nicely sets up all the material that's come since. I would say it's definitely worth reading, both for canon material and just for a phenomenal Marvel comic book read. This says it's teen plus. I would probably agree, so you're probably talking 16 and older, maybe 13 and older in this case. Akira, even if I might have loved it as a young child, I would definitely say at least 13 and over, if not probably 16 and older as well. Dark Horse is not for younger readers. Alright, I'm just going to take a break, try to make these segments a little smaller, and then I'll be right back with my next 2 graphic novels. See you guys in a little bit.